And welcome to Sheryl's Network Live here, where we bring you tips, ideas, and strategies on taking your business to many levels beyond where it is today, perhaps. And today we are interviewing Verner Dixon. How are you?
I'm doing great, and hello, everybody.
Awesome to have you back. Awesome. We have Verner here with us periodically because he's got hot off-the-press news each time. So Verner is with VM Enterprise, and he does a couple of little things with that.
That's
big
a
things.
nice way to say that, yes. Right.
Big things, big things. And so Verner, tell us what's going on.
Well, as you folks know, I mean, obviously I come in here and talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, and like to keep you informed in terms of what's happening. And I guess the most prominent thing that just happened was that we had another split. And when I said we had, and because I'm involved in it,
yes,
we had another split. And the reason I say another split is because we had a split in August, which created an additional Bitcoin currency, which is called Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash came up, and they didn't know if it was going to have value or not, but right now it's running about $330 so in terms of what its value is. What has also happened as part of that split and some additional contention on the network is it created another split, which was the 23rd of this month, so a few days ago. That split created a Bitcoin called Bitcoin Gold. Now, Bitcoin Gold came out with the same speculation in terms of whether it was going to have value or not. To kind of give you an idea of where this industry is, when it was introduced, it came out at $2,900.
Wow.
You're kind of stunned, right?
Wow.
It's a new coin that comes out at $2,900. But that was a little crazy, obviously, and so it just settled back down. It dropped about 69% of that value, and it settled in at about $137. So it still has some value.
So one coin, $137.
$137. So it's one of those new items that what I call us regular folks don't have access to. Right now, the people who have access to it is those techno, I don't want to say geeks, but those techno geeks.
We can call them that.
Absolutely.
We're on the air. We can do what we want. Yes.
FCC doesn't have anything to do with that,
right?
We
can do what we want.
All right. Well, and the issue is that there's another hard fork coming up on the 16th of November as well. They're anticipating the name of that coin to be Bitcoin Silver. And the reason for these different coins is because of them trying to make Bitcoin a more efficient coin offering or a more efficient currency. And so these changes are moving in that direction. Some of the directions are positive. Some part of it is a little bit negative. But there's controversy a little up and down in the network. But the network or Bitcoin and the people who are involved, being who we are, understand that the value in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin in general is going to continue to go up because it's been over $6,000 since I've been on the show last.
Oh, really? It's up to 6,000.
It's right now. When I got just before I got in the car to come over, it was $57.93.
Wow. So how do these changes that you're talking about? How does that affect like the average person?
The average person, it doesn't affect them, other than the fact that when they see the coins drop because of the controversy, average people panic. But those who are involved in the system know that their thing is going to change. All that does is if you've got coins, as an example, in a wallet, for instance, when Bitcoin split the first time and Bitcoin Cash came up, they gave you an equal amount of value in the equal amount of number of coins in your wallet as well. So if you had Bitcoin, you end up with Bitcoin Cash automatically.
I see.
And so they're hoping the same thing, or at least they're indicating that the same thing will happen again with Bitcoin Gold once things settle down and the applications and some of the exchanges get updated. So you'll get equal value. So I've told some of my folks that if they've got coins in the wallet before it made the change, let it sit there if it's in the wallet, not necessarily on the exchange, so that they would get that value.
Oh, wow.
So it
So
just
what,
let it sit there and accumulate.
So what do people, people that aren't involved yet, What do they need to be? Why do they need to be involved? Is the
Well,
question.
the need to be involved because Bitcoin does have an intrinsic value, whether it's a peer-to-peer currency or if it's a store of value. Because if you just buy Bitcoin and hold it, you can realize the gains of Bitcoin as it increases automatically. But also there's opportunities to do trading in Bitcoin, arbitrage, do mining in Bitcoin to increase your value that way. And again, you can get started for nothing or very little in terms of doing it. As a matter of fact, some of the financial institutions are beginning to recognize the value of cryptocurrency and realizing that Bitcoin is not going to go away. So they're suggesting that if you've got a portfolio, take 10% of your portfolio and put it into cryptocurrency. Just in any investment, they always say, don't put anything in that you don't not willing to lose. But depending on the programs that you're getting in, they're still suggesting get involved on some level. So it's a valuable
So you're
asset.
talking about, if I'm dealing with a financial planner, they're going to tell me to put 10% into Bitcoin.
That's what they're beginning to say now. Yes, slowly coming around and
So
understanding.
isn't that quite a big deal?
Yes, it is a very big deal. When the financial institutions start saying, leaning in that direction, not only is the blockchain valuable, but the currency in terms of Bitcoin is valuable for those two reasons, because of the intrinsic value of peer-to-peer currency and also the value, the fact that it's a limited commodity and it's only 21 million of them, and over half of those have already been mined. They're already available and out in the market.
Okay. So now locally here or out of town, if people want to get in touch with you, how do they do it?
They can do it one of two ways. They can call me on my cell phone. That's 702-580-9397. And also you can reach me on my website. You can go and take a look at one of the offerings that I have, which is USI Tech, and go to vmemagic.com. That's Verner Dixon, 702-580-9397, and vmemagic.com. You can get to it either way.
Awesome. All right. And are you still doing local meetings?
Absolutely. Just had a local meeting last night. And as a matter of fact, we have a training, 7-hour training session coming up this weekend at the on Paradise. My mind just went, there's been so many things going on. But anyway, you can give me a call and I can get you involved in the training.
Why would I come to the training? What would I be learning?
Because, you'll learn mindset. You'll get a presentation on the USI Tech. We'll be talking about why to invest in cryptocurrency. We'll be talking about strategies in terms of how to get started, how to grow your portfolio, and how to approach your friends, relatives, or whomever in terms of growing your business if that's what you decide to do as well.
So do you kind of need to know something about all of this financial stuff to get it to be involved in this?
No, you don't have to know a thing about finance or cryptocurrency or anything to get involved.
So, your 80-year-old grandma, she could call you and invest $500 and create or leave a legacy to her grandchildren.
Absolutely.
Probably by then it's her great-grandchildren.
And then some.
Yes.
Because I do have older individuals who've retired and they've heard about it, but they're afraid of it because of everything that they hear in terms of the dark web and the fraud and all of those things, and so until they understand it. But I've got folks who have come to me, sat down, we walked through a little process, they put their toe into the water with a few $100s and they see the value, and then they start adding more to it. So it's a phenomenal opportunity to get involved in, and I would suggest at least give me a call anyway.
All right, absolutely, and your number will be on the screen here as well. And so, as always, Verner, it's a pleasure to have you here in the studio and on the show.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and thank you for tuning in and listening to us. And we'll see you next time. Sherial's Network Live.